introducing the one and only Mr. TMI. Now check it. He's Mr. TMI, known as the Bear Man, aka homie the black sheep. He got the news, the stories, the topics, and so many things that you won't believe. Dropping these jewels and knowledge and giving advice and perspective on everything. He got them hard discussions, roller-driven, buzzing, tune in, don't miss anything. Bringing the best, a variety of different guests. Keeping it real and less as they dress to impress. Every day chasing a check. Follow, subscribe, and request. It's time to decompress. Get everything off his chest. Taking you guys on the quest into the mind of the podcast champion, and then telling y'all what he suggests. New season looking brighter. Another level, take it higher. With all this info he acquired, giving whole stories the entire. Only here to inspire. Feel the heat, he on fire. Now hope that I got your attention. The champ in the building, y'all watching Mr. TMI.
Yeah, yet another Tuesday night. That's right. You are live on TMI News, hosted by Mr. TMI Tate, the podcast champion, in case y'all didn't know. Let me tell y'all something. This is the season finale. This is it for this season. Because, damn it, I need a break. Yeah, I got a lot going on right about now. And that's not to put y'all on pause, because this is my usual vacation time. The director, she need a vacation. Y'all done wore gray hair in her head. She got about 4 strings. 4 strings due to TMI News. The rest of that belong to her. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good week. Is just ain't that just a statement that you make just to be nice? Because some of y'all, I be hoping y'all skin y'all knees at the minimum. No lie. I don't want everybody to have a damn good week. Some of y'all need to skin your knees. Just like my homeboy. Now, y'all tell me this. It's okay for a man to eat a chocolate chip cookie, right? Right? We cool with that? Everybody cool with that? But if a man bite the cookie and close his eyes in enjoyment, I think he just violated the damn G code. So shout out to Huncho, who was eating cookies and closing his eyes. I don't know what the hell you was imagining, bro, but that was a G code violation. Also, man, shout out to the softball team. The inmates. And I still ask, why in the hell are we named the inmates? That's some bull crap, but we're going to talk about that later. The inmates actually pulled out a 1-run victory after getting our ass smacked the week before, 14-2. We actually won this game 12 to 11. And Mr. TMI went 3 for 4 with a triple, a double, and 2 pulled groins. Yeah. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about getting on this softball team. Y'all, it be rough. And I swear to God, y'all, for y'all older dudes out there, I know in your head you think you can do it. Y'all joining old-ass basketball teams and stuff like that. But please understand that Father Time is undefeated for a reason. Go and pick up chess or something else. But stop trying to do what you did in your heyday, because it's over. I'm telling y'all it's over. Now, we got to go ahead and honor the featured business of the week. And then we're going to get our show rolling with our special guest, man. So let's go ahead and pay respect to the featured business of the week, shall we?
Hey. All right, so I put it out there in the market yesterday in the Bronx. Prepped it. We did all we needed to do. Right now, we're on the market. I think we're already 4 or 5 showings in. We're on the market yesterday. It's not even 1 o'clock yet, p.m. And we have offers on the table, and they're coming in, and more. I want to do the same thing for you. This is what I do. So, if you're looking to sell a property, give me a call. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about how we can maximize the value of your property so you can get top dollar. I don't care where you are in New York. Let's do it together. Top dollar. So many minute things that we can do that will make you beyond successful. So, you know what to do. Get in. Let's get it done. Oh, here comes the next buyer.
Shout out to realtor Egan Warren or Egan Warren. Which one is it? Egan? Put a thumbs up or something. Thank you. Egan Warren. The director just be making me go all off script, man, on the real. Egan Warren, man, a realtor in New York City, man. Trust me, if y'all moving out there, going out there, living out there, you're gonna need a realtor because it's some expensive living there. I only got one question, Egan, and you know we act a fool on this show, but how in the hell is the realtor gonna look homeless? Whatever. No, I'm just playing. Y'all hit him up, man. Realtor in New York, man. Egan Warren. We appreciate you being our featured business of the week. Now, it's time to get into it. What's up, Keisha Tucker? Vic, what's up, Vic? Man, I see you in there, boy. Appreciate y'all joining. Nana is in the building. Nana just enjoyed some great music on Pokerchild. Y'all don't understand. Pokerchild, it be going down, y'all. That's when I be showing that other talent that I got. And yeah. I gives it my most, not my all, but my most. 2 groans for what? Now, since Keisha Tucker is on here, September 16th, make sure that you buy your tickets for All Kind of Sewing's annual fashion show / comedy show this year. So make sure that you go on eventbrite.com and look up All Kind of Sewing. If I knew how to spell it, damn it, I would put it up there for you. Now, let's get into our guest of the evening, y'all. This guy here is a phenomenal talent, because anything he put his hands on, I promise you, is going to be top-notch entertainment. So, director, go ahead and bring him to the stage for me.
Well, hey, Nick. Look, I just need my pay so I can get back to David.
How you feeling?
I feel all right. I mean, sometimes I have morning sickness, but we all right.
You know you don't have to deal with this, right? We can set an appointment and just get all this taken care of.
Nick, I'm not getting rid of my baby. We did this together, you and me. So why can't we just be together?
Because we can't, all right?
So is it because I'm not pretty enough for you?
No, that's not it. Look, Keisha married.
Married?
Yeah.
You married, Nick? So is that why you keep me in these hotels?
No. This wasn't supposed to be all like this. Everything just started happening so fast.
Just give me my pay, Nick. So you don't have nothing to say?
Bye, Keisha. And don't bother coming around here again.
I hope you rot in hell.
Huh? When I come in here, you need to be ready at all times.
I am your woman.
You look like I'm playing with you.
Not today.
I told you what I need when I get here. Every time
Neil.
Just shut up.
Now the girls are asleep.
I don't get it.
It's not.
Do it look like I care? Huh? Do it look like I care?
Girl, get off.
Shut up.
Get off of me.
Get off my mama!
Put that gun down, girl. What your Bible say? Huh? Didn't it say thou shalt not kill? Right?
Baby, please put the gun down. Maybe somebody's going to hurt.
I said put that damn gun down!
None other than my guy, Cory Espie. What's up, boy?
What's up, man? Say, let me tell y'all something. After that intro, man,
I'm about to go run for president. I don't know if people, man. Hey, listen, I was sit there what they asked, right? And if you've been on the show, you know you have this formatted protocol that y'all need to follow to get here. But let me tell you something. The stuff they just put together, I saw it just like everybody else first time. I'm like this, like, who really finna come on here? He must have did some stuff with Denzel. Like,
Wait, Cory said, who really finna come on here?
yeah,
Man, yo, let me tell you something. First of all, yo, on the real, I'll be for real with you. I've been trying to get Cory on here for a minute, but as y'all can see, Cory is an extremely busy man. Busy. And I know you see him on the big screen, but he does so much more. So I thank you for taking the time out, man, to be on TMI News, dude. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, man. Let me just say this, brother. It's never an issue with people like you. People who are about our community, people who are very supportive. When I first came into this market, you were one of the first 10 people I met that had an impact on who I saw and how I saw things. So no matter what's going on, brother, I'll say this right here and you can keep it because you can always revert to it if I start changing. You always got me. You know, you have to go back. Hey, remember you said this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, remember. Hey, tell your bodyguard sit down. Hey, you remember what you? I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be just like homeboy from 5 Heartbeats. Yeah, dang, I'm gonna have some brown pants, blue shirt.
Right.
And what you said, Cory. Man, let me tell you something. It's funny that you say that because when I first met you, it was my intro to this entertainment business. So that's amazing, dude, because I ain't gonna lie. When I first met you, I thought you had been around for a long time before me, dude. So just to find out if that was your close to beginning.
Because you remember, I don't know if you remember, you and I had a conversation. You were hosting. I started seeing you so much because you were hosting everything.
Right.
It was at Tanisha Dean's, I think it was Tanisha Dean's show. We just had a really elaborate conversation. And that kind of kicked off things. And then the next time we really interacted, you came and y'all filmed at my house, which I filmed where you was playing the abusive situation, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, Cory taught me how to be abusive. Hey, shout out to Lee Quashay. Hey, I couldn't choke her without smiling. So Cory, no.
Yeah. That says a lot about your character. Like we had to force this man to beat on it, to put his hands on this woman because he was not comfortable with it. It was like he was like a white dude saying the N-word. He was like, so y'all really want me to grab like this? Right here. Hey, but how is that gonna feel?
Hey Cory, remember after every take, I would apologize to her.
Right.
Are you okay? Good.
We had to remind him that this, hey, we know it's fake. We get it. We get it. No. I need her to know how I feel. Because you know, what would my mama think?
I'm supposed to be abusive and I'm the one crying and shit. What the hell is that?
We're not making this up, y'all. I have the actual footage. We
actually got that clip in here, but you know, I know it's probably not playable. Actually, no, that's not true. It is playable. The director would just have to find it. I don't want you to find it though, because I know she will.
Yeah. But what people know, I have the behind the scenes when we're actually conversating with you about it. When you can see the level of how uncomfortable you are. And y'all, if y'all send me enough, if y'all hit me up enough, I will release this footage. I still have it.
Do it. I'll send you some money. Do it. Shit. Why not? You know I don't give a damn. You know I don't care. Hey, dude. So Cory, on the real, man, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I mess this up. But Tyler is your home?
Yes, Tyler, Texas is where I'm born and bred.
Texas. When I tell y'all, Tyler has put out so much great talent and influential people. Shout out to DeMarcus Bailey. I know that's his home. Shout out to Benet Embry. These guys are really, really paving some great ways in this entertainment industry. And so with Cory, man, you too damn big to be started out acting. I know you play some football or something. Tell the people where the hell Cory Espie beginnings
Well,
start from?
well, to be
Vic?
honest, man, to be honest, I hadn't always been this size. I actually people, if you talk to people like DeMarcus, my little cousin Vic, I was a ball player. I was actually a basketball player. I was more known for
Basketball player.
basketball than football. Yeah, it went into my later years when I got, into working out. My bigger cousin and them, they were competing and stuff. And so I would really go in there and get with those guys and start pounding. At one point, man, I had a 350 fitness program, man, where I was lifting like 400 pounds. You know
Facts.
what I mean?
Okay.
And so
Damn.
that's what started, because I actually wanted to just see how strong I could get without putting anything in my
Right.
and pumping, and I just wanted to see how that went.
So I'm a little upset because my man body still technically ain't came in the mail, and y'all all big.
Yeah,
I sneeze and lose weight. This is the bullshit right here, man.
Yeah,
Vic,
but
big. Look, all these Tyler people. Vic, big dude. Vic got some size on him. Cory, Benet is a big dude, and DeMarcus is a big dude. What is Tyler feeding y'all in?
Well, it's the water that we get from Big Sandy. It's a thing called Two Rivers. So that water flows into Tyler, and they put it in this bottle, and we all start drinking from it. Because you would believe it or not, I used to be your size. I can show you pictures where I was your size.
Well, can I get a 40 ounce of that water? Yeah,
you gotta go down to Big Sandy, go to Two Rivers, and they're gonna give you some special water. And by 6 months of drinking that, you just start blowing up. Be like, whoa, what is happening? Whoa. Oh.
Wait, well, the last special water I had, Cory, I had to chew it. Shout out to Mississippi and their brown water.
That's fine. Let me tell you something here, right here in front of everybody. If you chewed on some water, brother, that wasn't water. They got you.
Cory, that damn water was so slippery. I didn't need lotion for a week after I drank a cup of it. I swear to God, I ain't need lotion for a week.
Hey, your water's supposed to be like this? What's that?
Cory, why is water sliding down my throat? Water ain't supposed to slide down your damn throat.
You start looking it up. Slippery water. Yeah, that's slime. They done gave me slime. That ain't water.
So shout out to Mississippi and y'all nasty ass water. Yes, I said it. I don't care. I know y'all my people. I love y'all, but damn it, the water is brown. And then they had a swimming pool. Looked like they filled it with tea.
Oh, she said lubrication. I'm not even gonna touch that.
Hey, I want bottled water in Mississippi. I don't even know if I want that crap bottled. But anyway, Cory, man, you gotta tell the people. I always ask whenever entertainers come on here. I gotta ask your beginnings, because your beginnings, just you talking about it, motivates somebody who is at their beginning. So let us know, where did this start out for you, man?
So let me give y'all the remix version. It doesn't take 4 hours to do, because I'm working on a documentary talking about it. But as we talked about DeMarcus, he was the catalyst to push this thing. And at the time, I was working for my father's company, man, changing like diesel tires and stuff. That's another reason, Tate, to get up there. I was changing. Matter of fact, my little cousin Vic, you know what I'm saying? Because my dad owns a business, and all of us worked for my dad. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
DeMarcus was writing shows, right? And they were doing the shows, and I guess I got to put this in there. So growing up, because I was really good at basketball, so I played with the older kids. You know what I mean? Because kids telling my age, I was kind of doing my thing again. So that's how me and DeMarcus became cool. But at the time, I didn't know, because only thing I knew, DeMarcus had a little brother. Right, because his brother and my brother was like a grade apart from each other, so they knew each other because they played on basketball team. Right. But I end up dating this young lady who turned out to be DeMarcus' sister. And she was like, "I think you know my brother." You know what I mean? So we came back collab. He was writing these shows, and upon looking for a character one time, because I was voted at my school to be future comedian. At my high school, they had these award ceremonies. I was voted most likely to be a future comedian. And so when he was looking for this particular part, his mom suggested to him. So I came in and done it. Unfortunately, my 15 minutes of fame was over, because after that they cut that scene out, because the show was really long, And you know, at the time we from where we from, we didn't know nothing about how to do all this stuff like we do now. And so end up for that, the show was getting ready to come back out, and the league got quit. And I remember DeMarcus hit me up, and they was like wanted to bring me to do the show for the lead role. But back then, before you know how rehearsals are ran now with the block schedules, we didn't have that. You just went in and you ran the whole show every rehearsal. And so I would have a small 15-minute part, and everything would come, and I would remember. So when I came back into the rehearsal, I started reciting the lines. And the director, Andre Logan, shout out to Andre Logan, was like, "Hey, hold on." He said, "You don't have no script?" I was like, "No." He's like, "How do you know this?" I was like, "I sat back there for so long, listening to everybody, all their stuff is stuck in my head." So after that, man, the show did it. We had a success. So Marcus went on to keep writing, and then he started creating this character called Uncle Charles. And from that, Miss Evelyn Reed found me and brought me into the Dallas market. Now, here's another part I never really talked about, you know, real briefly, that has happened, man. And when you talk about belief, I want to share this because this does mean something with everything. When you have that one person believe, DeMarcus believed so much in what I was doing and the ability that I have and the talent. DeMarcus was investing. I'm talking about paying for me to go to $400 classes, giving me, at the time I didn't have my vehicle, so he was giving me his truck, booking hotels for the weekends. He wasn't putting me in no Motel 6. He was putting me in Marriott's for the weekend to work on shows, spending 3-4 days here. I would have his vehicle gone for sometimes weeks at a time. Like, and I say that because when you talk about a belief, because till this day, I still receive checks from this man from work that we do. And not once has he ever even asked that money back from me. Now, my head, when I get to the millions, I'll get some of that back to him. Because we're talking about, I can't even count the money he invested in me to get me where I needed to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's belief. Not somebody just, hey, share a post. This man said, you need to go to this. I was like, yo, that thing said $430. He said, I already paid for it. Just come get the truck and go to Dallas. Huh? You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about like that. So that's belief. That's true in belief and true. I believe enough in you to put into you, sow into you. So with that, man, things started moving, and man, we excelled quickly. Like bow through that. You know, when I come up to this market, did a show, end up connecting with Latarius Whitfield and Snoop Robinson. And man, when I say I was doing show after show, and sometimes 2 to 3 shows a month, all because that man believed in me and sowed a seed into me to put me in position, and it got me where I needed to go to be on the fast track.
Now, isn't that so fitting? Because people don't understand. All it takes is for one person to believe in you. One person to invest in you, and you just don't know how that would pay off. That's amazing that, first of all, DeMarcus saw that talent within you, because he had to see something within you in order to invest in you. He ain't gonna just say, well, you cool, so I'm gonna throw some money your way. No, that ain't the way that happened. He saw, and what I see all the time, man, Cory has so much charisma. Whenever Cory come into a room, he lights that room up. And I'm going to say this part. Cory Espie just don't understand that he motivated me to get on stage and do comedy. He didn't even know. And I'm going to tell you how. Cory, Tanisha Dean, shout out to Tanisha Dean. Make sure y'all check out Social Delusion. Go get your ticket August 26th. We'll be there. Now, Tanisha Dean got Cory to host one of the plays, correct?
Right.
And so you got to understand, when I met Cory, for the most part, played a lot of bully roles. Like, it kind of made you fucking like, this motherfucker was some ass. So when I saw Cory up there, he was so charismatic and had me rolling. I'm like, yo, I gotta do this. I said, I gotta do this, man, because I love how you captured that crowd. And you had that crowd on every word. And you had that crowd laughing, dude, which is what you know I'm all about. So I thank you. A lot of people don't know, but seeing Cory Espie on that stage made me say, I better get up off my ass and get on that stage.
I remember us, I remember us having a conversation about that. You was like, I'm going to do stand up. I was like, man, go for that thing. Because what people don't understand is I started out as a comedian. I did stand up first. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was brought into
because all those whoop ass roles.
Right. But I'm naturally a comedian, man.
Cory.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you why I switched. when I came into the business. So I needed something to give me an edge. So I would walk into these rooms and I would learn a script within 5 minutes, walk into an audition and develop a character in front of them. So then they had to go, well, can you sing? And I was like, no. So they had to take the songs out of those characters and give the lead parts to me and take them from singers, because I was a better all-around actor than what they wanted with the song. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the thing that I started doing. So I had to change up. So I had to get away from comedy so I could, you know, kind of create a lane for me to stand in.
All right, so if that ever happened again, Cory, what we're going to do is we're going to Milli Vanilli this thing. I'll be behind the stage like dude on the Temptations that was singing What's Called part when he was drunk.
Right.
I got your back.
And I've done that. I've done that. I've sung on a tour because it was a last minute cast situation where I played 2 characters on the tour. Dang. I played two characters that spent a lot of time on stage. Right? But I also did a show where we had a singer backstage and I sang the song live, you know, just kind of going to words.
Just wording it.
But me and old dude was so in sync. We were so in sync. There's a couple people were like, that wasn't you singing it, was it? I was like, wouldn't you like to know?
Got him. Hey, man. So let's get into Love and Drugs, because Love and Drugs trilogy has become a I don't want to say cult classic, because this ain't no damn cult. This is just a classic. Dude, where I know this is from the mind of DeMarcus, but your particular character, dude, how did you get it? Did he write it for you? Because it's that fitting.
I wasn't originally the Mark. I was not originally Mark. When he first, so he called me, he had watched Plug Love. And he called me, he said, I'm getting ready to write a movie called Love and Drugs. And we had been doing the plays for so long, we had traveled with it, toured with it and stuff. And he said, I'm gonna do this movie called Love and Drugs. And so what it initially happened is he was going to play Mark. That's why the characters are named Mark and Cory. He was gonna play Mark, I was gonna play Cory. Then he called me one day, he's like, I'm not gonna mess this movie up. And then he was like, I'm gonna audition the part. And so I the next day I hit him, I said, hey man, listen, you know, I really am starting to really feel this thing. Give it to me. Let me have it. He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I think I can do this, man. Let me step into it. So that's when I switched over, and then he was like, well, I'm gonna get Kenny Gardner come in and play Cory. And because honestly, what people don't know is none of the lead characters were the original characters. Wow. Santasha wasn't the original Tanya. Raquel was not the original Elle. I wasn't the original Mark, and Kenny wasn't the original Cory.
Wow.
Everything sort of fell in its place.
Let me tell you something, and it's funny that you say fall into place, because I was going to ask you, we all know, no matter what it is that you do, whether it's podcasting or whatever, whenever you're working with other people, it takes a form of chemistry to make that thing come together. And the chemistry that you and Santasha display is amazing, dude. Did that just happen, or is that something that y'all worked on to make that happen?
So it was a worked on thing, because what happened initially, like I said, she wasn't original Tanya. Santasha and I, shout out to Derek Pointer. When Snoop Robinson brought me into Derek Pointer's show, that show kept running. And so it kept switching the lead women. So when he brought Santasha, who was actually Snoop Robinson's cousin, in from the background, everybody found out how talented she was. So when we kept running that show, we were the love interest. So through that, we had built chemistry. So shout out to my girl, Portia Hall. A lot of people don't know this. She was the original Tanya. And all the love to her, because even when this happened, Portia still supported this movie. And she still gave us our blessing. Portia Hall, the day before we started filming, got sick, lost her voice, got really sick, everything. And she was going to be down for 2 weeks. Well, you know, anything, production is already paid for. We was already moving, the money had already moved. So you couldn't. So in the conversation, she sent a message and said, listen, do what y'all got to do. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this just happened to me. I had reached out to DeMarcus. He said, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to find another lead this quick. But because remind you, tomorrow's the first day of shooting.
Right.
I said, hey, man, I know an attractive woman who can really go. And I already been working with her. And he said, well, who? I said, it's a lady named Santasha. So he was like, well, call her. So I called her and I was like, yo, listen, this is what's happening. You ready to shoot this movie? Da, 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 da. She's like, cool. I said, but here's the 22 catch. The movie starts filming tomorrow. She said, what? She said, don't worry about it. Can you do it? She's like, yeah. He said, well, I'm finna send you some money. Go get your hair done. This is your call time. And so when she came in instantly, it seemed like it instantly clicked, but this was something we built over the time working on the show called Can't Marry Who You Want, then marry who you with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how the whole thing happened. And we just, in our off screen, we were just so close and sharing so much because we was learning so much together. So it just made on screen scene because it was so on screen that even back then when I was trying to get into relationships, women thought I was cheating on her because they thought she was my actual lady.
They thought, wow.
Right.
Wow. Yeah. Speaking of, you said the name of that was what? What was the name of it?
Can't marry who you love and marry who you with.
I'm gonna say, y'all out there listening in TMI land, don't do that. That's how it's way too many ugly wives and baby mamas because of that situation. Cory is first of all.
I'm not laughing at that, Tate. I'm not. I refuse.
Hey, look, Cory is now to the point where you blessing others, bro. And I want to talk about that a little bit because you now have a acting class for. I'm gonna say for new beginners, but I think anybody can benefit from it, right?
Yeah. Anybody.
Tell us more about that.
So, I just told y'all the story of how DeMarcus. I'm not gonna get out here and try to financially fund everybody to get them in the business, but what I can
that boy,
right? What I can do and what I've been doing is giving back by bringing people in and giving them the intro to the business. And that's why it's called the intro to acting, because I'm not going to get here and tell people I can make you a star overnight because I'm still a work for hire. I'm in the process of producing stuff, but I'm not in the process of changing people's culture.
Right.
What we didn't initially have, and that was all the elements to do it. Like I said, DeMarcus spent so much money for me to get all this training and technique and learning and all this stuff. Because I've been coached by, Darren Henson, Victoria Ryle, who played Drusilla, Tony Grant, Chris Keys. I've been mentored by all these people, and of course, like Fred Hammond, because I do a lot of work over that way. Yes. And so, what I wanted to do was give people a place to come to where I could give them the fundamental acting, marketing yourself, how to go to audition and different things like that, which I will be announcing public when I go public about this here around the 18th, and it's called The Alliance. It's a new team I created that I'm coming with some people that I've been working with personally, hands-on, week to week, and I'm about to one of them, shout out to Sasha Gibson, because she's already been featured in a movie, the Toxic movie. And shout out, we did a lot of work getting ready for that, man. And I got some other credible people coming from Jacia to Chelsea, to Trey, and a lot of these. It's for men too. I get more women hitting, and then people are talking about but the dudes that do hit, they kind of hit through the phone. But it's open to men too if you want to come. And I'm not telling you I know everything in the world, but everything that I have, I'm gonna give to you.
I'm gonna say this. Congratulations, Sasha. That is awesome. I see you in the chat room. Congratulations, ma'am. And also, I'm gonna say this, Cory. I'm starting to be on the screen a little bit more. So don't be shocked to see Mr. TMI come your way to learn some of that great talent, great craft that you got, bro.
I'm gonna be like this. And and the thing about it is when people come here and they can tell you, man, we're drilling these drills in. You know what I mean? Because things that I got from Snoop Robinson, things that I got from Latarius Whitfield, things that, DeMarcus after he got to where he was going, things that I've learned while touring with Fred Hammond, things that I've learned from some of these people that have given me, I'm now taking those tools and exercising my people to learn how it is. Because the most important thing to understanding how to be a character is to get in a relationship with them and get to date them and know it. And I tell my people that once you get to start dating these characters, you can know it. And I just want to give to people what was given to me. A chance and a belief.
Yes, man. Shout out to Vic. I see Vic out there, another very hardworking brother, cousin, and all that other good stuff. But that's like my brother there, Vic. Yeah. From Tyler. Man, y'all so cool from Tyler, I swear to God. Hey,
shout out Robert Peppers, man.
Robert Peppers, man, this brother here, so dope. hey, you've been putting on them comedy shows, Robert, man. Keep doing your thing. I was blessed to be what the hell do you call what I was, Robert? What? I was the dude that the timekeeper that shine the light on you and tell you, hurry up, get your ass off the stage. What is that? What was that dude? What's the name of that, Robert Peppers?
hey, it ain't too late to ask that question now. Like, you don't go through the process and the next thing, you know what? What was that I was doing? Huh? It didn't have no name. I was just telling people I was a drug dealer. I didn't know what was happening.
Right. Man.
my cousin is never gonna let that scene go.
So what happened in Love and Drugs? And then I want to talk about Cory's new project that's coming out. What happened in that scene with you and Vic in Love and Drugs?
If we go back, so Vic wasn't the original person that was supposed to be. Here's a funny story. In the scene when Mark checks the dude in the bathroom. It was originally
I remember that.
Originally my baby cousin, Vic's sister. It was originally Vic's sister's baby dad. He was supposed to play the part, but he got there, Tate, and got so nervous when he seen out because the scene we were shooting, we shot 3 different levels of scenes in this particular club. So it was a restaurant, club / everything else, right? So it's it's 50 to 60 people in there. So he done got so nervous, he done drank himself up and passed out on the tables. He's passed out. So we're trying to figure out what are we gonna do because we can't do the scene without a person in the bathroom. So they recruit Vic. And so Vic has to learn these lines real quick, and we're going. We don't really get a chance to rehearse it. Snoop comes in, gives us the block into it, and we kind of shoot the scene. So when it came time for me to push him against the wall, it was kind of like, doom. And he looked kind of like, nigga.
Hey, that was real. What the hell?
He had this look like, but you just pushed me for real through this thing. I was like, so hey, every time we get a chance, he always reminds me. Remember the scene, right?
Yeah, I know you pushed me for real.
Yeah, so we're going to do a movie together. He's just about to kick my ass. That's the only way we're gonna be even.
Right. It's somebody I'm looking forward to killing in a movie because they always killing my ass. But anyway, we ain't gonna get on. Hey, you got a new project coming out, man. Creep.
Yeah, man. I actually had a new movie drop today.
You did.
Yes,
you did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on. We got act like the people ain't listening. Cory, didn't I tell your ass not?
You're right. Oh.
God.
So, what about the Cowboys?
All right. So anyway, they didn't hear it. They weren't paying no attention.
I'm sorry. Back to the interview.
All right. Take 2. All right. So Cory, you got a new project coming out.
Oh man, yeah, new project. Working on. Definitely working on it.
New movie titled Creep, dog. Give us a little something about what this is all about.
Oh man, Creep is.
You're looking real jealous in that background. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Because listen, we tired of women playing games with us. The men are sick of it, and we ain't gonna have it no more. And I'm about to set the tone for a woman thinks she gonna come in a man's life and think you gonna run and go back to your relationship like it's all cool. Nah, something ain't gonna happen. The chickens are coming home and the hens about to roost. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Let me tell you something. This movie, I don't know. I think DeMarcus needs therapy after writing this because it's sick.
Right.
It's sick. Right. It's sick. It is basically boils down to a guy who can't handle not being the first option in a situation.
My woman look.
You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee this. I'll put my I'm willing to put up $50. That's all I'm. Nobody's gonna figure the ending out. The ending is gonna throw people out so bad nobody's gonna see coming. I'm just say that, man. It is sick, and it's got an all-star lineup, man. But this was a project I asked for. This is why it's so much pressure, because Love and Drugs, loved it, loved what it done for me, how it helped my career. But I was ready to do something different. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have done another 4 because it wouldn't have been that for me. Right. And I used to say this all the time when I saw actors leave like these trilogies, and we were like, why would they leave? But after you get to a point, you start desiring something else, and it's no longer that drive to do that character anymore. So I had put it out there in the atmosphere. I told God, I said, God, I want to play a stalker. I don't know how you tell God you want to be a stalker, but in my head, it sounded good up on my prayer. Like I told God, listen, I want to stalk somebody. And I don't know how they really went over him, but I got a hit. And DeMarcus said, listen, I got the movie. It's called Creep. This is what's going to happen. Bam. And I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you for letting me be a creep.
A creep.
Not
only God blessed you to be a stalker, but he blessed you to be a creep.
A creep.
See, let me tell y'all something. For y'all that don't understand out there, it's kind of sometimes okay to be called a stalker, you know? But when somebody call you a creep, that is the lowest of the low.
He said you prayed to be a stalker. He did. He did. Listen, when I prayed about it, y'all, I didn't know really how this was going to go with me and God. Seeing what I was at. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like asking him to be my hedge of protection while I go move these keys. God, be on the corner with me while I move these keys, because you know I need to make it to my kids. Let me sell these drugs in honor of you.
Praying before the deal.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. Corey, we can't wait to Creep hit.
What?
Dude, if y'all do have a red carpet, I am definitely going to grace that red carpet, and that's just not me blowing smoke. I'm going to make it to that red carpet because I think you're going to blow this role out of water. However, there's a new role that you're playing right now. You're not playing because you don't play this. And I've never been so happy and never been so proud, man. You are a new husband. So shout out to you and your wife. Man, y'all are doing such awesome things by not only, you know, having a healthy relationship for yourselves, but you guys inspire others. Yeah. So you've had some couples counseling sessions, correct? As far as what you guys have done some.
Yeah, we done premarital.
Yeah. Yes. How was that?
It was good because the one thing that we done prior to that was had communication conversations about what it is. And here's what we had to do, like, you know, these questionnaires, and actually because her parents are pastors, and so most people would say, well, you need to go to people that's not gonna be biased. The thing that I never worried about going through them for counseling, that her folks will be biased, because her dad's a man's man. He's an honorable man. He's a man of God, you know, and he don't have a problem with telling his kids you're wrong. So that wasn't what I was worried about. I just know I needed to display in order for this thing to go the way it needs to go. And that's what her and I talked about, to be on the same page. What is it about? Even if we didn't agree on something, we had to find out, what do we do to move past it? Because we're two individuals that come from two different life forms. She's a military daughter. I came from the hood. I'm just not a hood dude. Because I had a really good parents and background and everything like that. So the thing that we are, because here's what I tell people. People always talk about, everybody know my story. I met my wife the day before Valentine's Day. I proposed her April the 10th, 2 months later, and I married her the same year, the same day my mom was my birthday. And people said, well, y'all in love. I didn't need her to be in love. What I needed to know is that my wife had the intangible things. I needed to know that my wife was going to like me, because nobody ever went back to court to say, can I have my love back? Can I have my love back? Nobody goes back for that. So it's everything that we built together. So I need to know when things go bad, how are we going to communicate together? And that's the thing that we've constantly worked on, is how to communicate that. And sometimes when our communication level is off and we go back to it. We go back to where we at the process. We process and we embrace, we process, then we proceed with it. Right. And then we find the root issue, because that's what therapy tells you. Therapy tells you to find the root issue. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people, and you know this, and you talk about you and your wife don't argue. You know what I mean? And I can still count on one hand our arguments. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how much we work to minimize that thing. And I respect it when I heard you say that, because you said it on stage that day. I'm not going to do no arguing. I'm not going to do all this arguing stuff. You know,
and you already know I'm not going to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And
Corey, you already know I ain't gonna pass a lick. I might get my ass kicked, but I ain't gonna pass a lick. But go ahead.
Yeah, because the thing to understand is, and it's about having a woman who understands that between the masculine and feminine energy. Because you and I as men understand what that line is that cross where it causes us to be physical. So a lot of times women will run to that mode to step over that line and then play victim to the line once they cross it.
Boy,
right?
You keep going. I'm gonna shut up.
But I'm saying, and it's
Keep
understanding that. And so because we're and when you're a man, you talk passionate, but it's learning how to communicate that thing so she stays in her feminine ways about how she comes. And my wife talks to me and not at me. So when she does bring a problem, two things that I do to it. Either I adhere to the problem to fix it, or I give a clarification on why I was doing what I was doing.
Facts.
So either way, we get an understanding of what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
And never leave them in the state of wondering what you're doing.
Right. And if she is, we wondering together. I'm confused too, baby. I don't even know.
Like, look, really? Why are you standing in front? Why are you just standing in front of the refrigerator with it open? Hell, I don't know.
Come stand with me. Come stand with me so we don't know together.
Right. Come and look and see if you can remember what I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this, Corey. You know, you said something, bro, when you said, I need to know if my wife like me. How many people you love but
and don't like them, and you don't like them?
So they don't understand how strong like is. Many people think that word don't mean jack, but like is probably one of the strongest words that you're gonna have in your relationship, because Corey, we are going on 23 years in August. 23 years. When I tell you I still run home to her after work, and I still like to be around her. I like to hear her voice. I like to talk to her. I like to hug her and all that. Some people be with they folks for that long, and all they can say is, yeah, we've been together a while. I can't stand his ass.
Okay, but I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere. Just there because of the convenience, and that's what you used to doing, but you really unhappy in what you're doing and who you're doing it with. I'm so happy that God blessed me with somebody I like.
Yeah.
Because if he'd have blessed me with the folks I loved, I'd have been divorced at least 4 times. Ooh, I love her, man. I love her. Man, please.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
Corey.
I think
we all right, my fault. Go ahead.
No. It's just so ironic that you're saying it, because people don't understand, man. Love was meant to be a great thing. It wasn't meant to hurt people, right? But in the reality is, because we're so imperfect in how we handle things, we hurt each other a whole lot. So now we have to understand, how do we deal with that? Because the thing that hurts us the most is this one word, and it's called expectations. I wouldn't ask you for $5 if I didn't expect you would give it to me. So sometimes when we meet people, we build a level of expectations, and when they don't meet it, it hurts us. Now we got to readjust and try to figure out.
How did that happen? Add on to that when you're done?
Yes.
Let me add on to that. That's just like everybody got it in their family where, let's be for real, not everybody, but for the most part, a lot of us got crackheads in our family, right? And you love them, and you can even remember before crack. You can remember how they were, right?
Right.
And they'll get clean, right? And then when they go back to crack, or somebody, I saw so-and-so smoking crack, you're crushed because of the expectations you had for them.
Yes.
Instead of the reality in which it is.
Yes.
Well, you are absolutely right, Corey.
The reality. You said the perfect word. We don't relive in reality. In an expected life, things should go how we designed it in our head. So once it don't go that way, emotionally, it takes from us. And I go, Tate, how could you do that? Because in reality, Tate is still struggling, and he hadn't fixed that. So we have to start understanding that we have to operate in reality and love, and the love in reality, because through it, then I'll understand. I can't look at Tate's struggle through my lens because I don't see it like he see it. But once I start allowing him to be who he is and love him from where I am, I can do one or two things: love him up close to the process, or love him from a distance and pray for him.
Right. And what I do, Corey, is I don't never put expectations on a person in which they have never displayed.
Come on.
You
Come
know,
on.
it's almost like when that mother, and I'm because it's fresh in my head. So ladies, I'm saying this mother, when this mother lose 2 of her kids to the system because her life is not in order, and then get pregnant again, who expect for her to keep the 3rd one? So then when the 3rd one go to the system, everybody is hurt, shocked, and all this other stuff. Or I can't believe they did that to the kids. How could you do that as a mother? Well, again, you're looking at it as a mother from your eye lens.
Yes. Yes.
And not a mother in which that person probably know to be an abusive role. They could have had an abusive mother or a mother that was strung out or whatever the case is. So now they're looking at it like, well, hell, I know my kids went to the system, but at least they're not hungry like we were with my mama.
Right.
It's all about the expectations that we put on folks. And again, I'm never, ever going to put expectations on a person in a manner in which they've never displayed that they can do that.
Because sometimes I can't give you what I don't have.
Facts.
And that's what it took me learning about people. I keep asking something of them that they can't even give me. So why would I keep putting that expectation on them? I need to understand the reality that we're in and embrace that moment.
Natasha has a very powerful, in my opinion, comment. Remove the filters that we see things through, because that's even with this social media thing. See, Corey, I'm gonna tell you just like this. A lot of people don't understand that social media is it's like watching the top 10 highlights on ESPN. You see the highlights, but you don't see the struggles and the missed shots and all that other stuff during the game. You see the highlights. And then everybody think that they supposed to live their life based on the highlights in which they see other people living their life. And if they not doing what those people are doing, they get depressed.
Because it gives us hope. Black people are symbolic. We need symbolism. See, we don't understand the process to get the progress. We just know that there's an end, and we want to see that. We want to see the rainbow. We don't really want it to rain. Just give us the rainbow.
Right.
And I get it, because the system has done that to us to make us want more for less. Because at this point, we should have got it for less for what our people went through. But now it ain't gonna work like that. So in reality, you have to go get it. You can't have the excuse. You just need results. You know, hey, tell Tasha, I saw her polygamous comment too. I'm gonna leave it alone. I saw that.
Wait, hit it again. Hit it again, because
I saw it. I just didn't address it. I saw it. Everybody gonna die. Damn. Oh yeah. See, they about to be. She thought when I with that song.
You thought everybody want to be over. I don't know. Let me tell you something. So, who are they both? Is that where you have more than one wife? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's different dynamics, because as a lot of people know, I came from that world. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you from Mr. TMI's world. I know a lot of people look at that from a sexual standpoint, like, ooh, that'll be good. However, that's only one moment of the day. You got to deal with another. I told my wife, you and the kids get on my damn nerves. I don't need another set.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I went and studied, and being in that lifestyle, I learned a lot. It actually, because some people here in America, in the Western civilization, we confuse it with the swingers because they think it's about sex. But it's actually about the structure of finances, the welfare for kids. Sex is one of the last conversations that come up. The only reason I didn't go that route is because me and God had a conversation and he doesn't accept it. So, you know what I'm saying? Because actually what that foundation is on, if y'all look at the stats, kids have been more successful to come out those households due to that, because watch this, there are more men still available in those households because there's one man tending to a flock of 3. And then there's different dynamics. There's closed, open, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it still has strength. I couldn't just run and go grab girls and just bring them to the house. No.
Right.
There's still a conversation.
Right. Say, who that heifer laying on my couch?
Yeah. Yeah, you just you
the
mess
future.
around being on misreport.
Wait, so from that standpoint, which I totally get, I agree from that standpoint. However, some of y'all can't take care of one.
Facts.
You
You
don't
shouldn't.
need.
If you shouldn't.
It's at the end of the day, Corey. It's the men of today. They're not strong enough to take care of one.
No argument there.
So now it's just gonna be a bunch of you're gonna have a bunch of lost families because of again, it's only it's only as strong as the leader, and the leader is weak.
Yeah.
Now,
You don't.
me and Corey can go all day long for real.
Yeah.
On this.
Yes.
We got some
That's all
business
good.
to take care of because I know a lot of y'all tuned in to hear definitely the topic. But Corey, I gotta ask you, man, because I gotta get back in, and I know the director, like, boy, it is 5 minutes. Anyway, I gotta ask Corey, are you ready for some TMI news?
I am ready for some TMI news, man.
All right, we're gonna hit this news real quick, then we're gonna get into the topic. Go on ahead, kick it off. Let's kick it off with the big fight this weekend that's going down. Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence Jr. Corey, the reason why I brought this to the table, bro, because I know that you will have something very interesting to say regarding your prediction for the fight. Who you got, man?
I'm going Earl, man. I think Earl's more prepared. I think Earl's a more solid hitter. I think Earl mentally is more prepared for this fight. And I think he has been.
Yes.
And find out what everybody else found out, that this Negro can hit and he's precise. And it's hard getting away from it.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I am also going for and leaning the Earl Spence way. Terrence Crawford, very formidable opponent, tricky, has a lot of skills, and it's going to be quite the test for Earl. However, I done seen Earl in some wars, dude, and ain't nothing stopped this dude. Like things that you thought would have stopped him, he just keep mowing forward. And we know, Corey, I know you've been in a boxing ring before. I've definitely been in a boxing ring. And it ain't nothing worse than hitting somebody and they continuing to come. That pressure is real. Yeah. Without them even touching you, when he cut that ring off, it's like he cutting your breath off. So I'm going to go Earl. We're going to see this Saturday night, man, big fight. Y'all hey, get the pay-per-view, buy the pay-per-view, man, and definitely support these fighters, man, because they making big fights happen. So also we have, from what I understand, is we got Bronny James.
Shout out.
Just recently, after his USC basketball workout, he suffered cardiac arrest. And you know, we praying for the James family, man, because at the end of the day, that young man got so much life to live. Forget basketball. Forget that part. If that happens, that's a bonus. We want him to be healthy, and we want him to be, you know, of sound mind and body. Because you don't understand when something happens to your heart, and anytime that like oxygen is shut off, because that's what ultimately causes cardiac arrest, it can affect your brain.
Yes.
So we want him to make 100% comeback. Forget basketball if it is. If you do come to basketball, that'd be great. I want to say something, but Corey, if you want to go ahead and mention something about this, I want to come back on this one really quick.
Man, you really touching it, man. I shared it earlier across my page, man. Like you said, his dad's a billionaire, so money ain't the issue. He don't need basketball. His passion is to follow behind it. So, but when something like that happens, everything goes out the window, and we're focused on the health, because now you start to figure, was this from something, or was this a underlying medical condition that he had that nobody knew? But one thing about it is his dad's gonna get the best. He's gonna get the best. He's gonna pay for the best to make sure his son is responding and where he needs to be. And I pray that this doesn't stop his basketball career. But like I said, if it happens to go down that way, his life is more important than sports.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. A lot of us, and I mentioned this on a prior live that I had. A lot of us, and I'm talking about people. I ain't talking about black folk, white folks, nothing. A lot of us are dying young from what we labeled as old folks situations, whether it's strokes, heart attacks, and other things like that. And I'm gonna say this first of all, with them legalizing marijuana, be careful. Be careful. That's all I can say about that. Because from what I understand, allegedly, all these stories are alleged. It's my opinion, nobody else's opinion. If you want facts, go look them up for yourself. I had put that disclaimer out there. I gotta say that I heard that Bronny had been smoking weed prior to the workout. Not that day, but maybe at a party that weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
Watch out for that. Also, there's some cold medicine that and I have to put it in this manner. There's some cold medicine that a lot of us was forced to take recently. Cold medicine, right? And they made some of us take 2 and 3 and 4 doses of it, right? And then all of a sudden, blood clots and strokes and heart attacks and things like that has been occurring, and people that ain't nowhere in the hell they should even be nowhere near close to situations like that. And I'm going to say coincidence, I think not. I'm gonna say this for myself. I took a dose of the cold medicine, just one, because I couldn't complete the other parts of the cold medicine, due to the fact that when I took the first dose of the cold medicine, it literally, Corey, felt like it damaged my heart. And I kept telling my doctor, it's something wrong. I had the stamina of a person, and this is not a joke, of a person that was on my 600-pound life. When I got up off the couch and just walked to the door, I would be breathing like I just ran a marathon. And I suffered with that for at least 4 months. If I'm not mistaken, even the director knew what I was talking about because I had told her. And I made a decision to say, you know what? I can't do the rest of it. Can't do the rest of it. So I'm going to say, y'all, man, look, go and get checkup after checkup after checkup. Don't let them tell you it's one thing if you feel like it's another. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's why I hate that we always quick to run and jump on something and think because. But you said it. You said it all. I don't even got to touch that.
So, in saying that, we're going to move on because I know me and Corey can go in, but we ain't going to go in. So, we're going to move on to the next story. Give it to me, director. I have no idea why the director put this one up. Apparently, Snoop Dogg launches Dr. Bombay ice cream. You know, I saw this one pending in the stories, and I was like, nah, she's not going to put this one up. I ain't going to even worry about even focusing on this one because she's not going to put it up. Because I mean, they already got Snoop Loops, right? The damn cereal. And now they got a monkey. They got a monkey with some ice cream. I just don't know how to feel about this one, Corey.
Hey, I don't know who worse than that or Quavo and them getting robbed on the boat on the yacht.
They got
he was
robbed?
in some zip ties. Oh, you ain't saw that?
No.
It was in zip ties in Miami. Somebody.
So wait. They got robbed in Miami. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, Corey, I know we all want that level of success, right? Yeah. However, we got to stop being so damn flashy because we attract scum with the flash. If you balling and I don't know Quavo, I don't know his music, I don't know what he has done, but we always flashing dollars and flexing and spinning and all this other stuff. And then only for us to turn around and somebody been done robbed us. This goes way back in the day when gold chains was famous. We thought we had to wear 9,000 gold chains on our neck until somebody robbed us for them.
But let me ask you this. I want to ask you this question. It's just so much that we do it because coming from our culture and our heritage, that's what they had. They had goals, they had the rich stuff. Or is it just a level of where you go with it? You know what I mean? Because
I really think we are aware that our people is struggling and has struggled for quite some time. Yeah. But it's kind of like they struggling, but look, I'm not. You want to show everybody that although they may be struggling, I'm not struggling. And I'm going to show you every second of the day that I'm not struggling.
Right.
That's what it come off to me as, Corey. I got to say, even with us, if you think about it, and I always put this scenario in place, and I know that it's due to system and all this other stuff. But if you take take a 25-year-old white guy, and for the most part, the white guy, if he's not at work, I'm just saying casually out, he's going to have on some ripped jeans, plain shoes, plain t-shirt, but he's going to have a bank account, a savings account, a 401k, and all this other stuff, right? And then you take the same misguided 25-year-old black guy, and he's going to have on name brand. And now it just throws me off because for what I understand, it's $500 t-shirts out here you can buy now.
I was just going to say, if context matters, the same white dudes that do it, shirt be like $200-300 though. It just looks plain.
Them raggedy shirts don't be $200. Them raggedy white shirts.
A guy, he showed where he got it from because he was like, if you look at my cotton, it's gonna be a lot different. Like if I wash this, you know what I mean? Then he showed where he was pouring stuff on it and how it was like stuff was sliding off of it. I had to find that video, man. It was just a bunch of white dudes.
I'm glad you said that. Now, post something on the same black guy shirt and watch what happens.
Fight. Fools, you crazy? You put that on my shirt?
Not only is it gonna be a fight, that shirt might shrivel up to be baby size.
Right. Because these people, I love black, so I buy 100 black shirts. I get 2 wears out of them and I go to the next one.
Right. Because when they get that ashy black, it ain't. I got some ashy black shirts in my. Forget y'all. Y'all judge me, damn it. I don't get. But I just say mentally, Corey, we're catching up. I'm not gonna knock us because we're starting to understand a whole lot more of what we didn't understand. However, we still behind. We still behind when we think that labels make us. So that's what I'm gonna say about that part.
Yeah, because we can't change the system individually. We have to change the system itself. It's the system that happens us. And that's why I hate when I hear people like, that ain't my business. I'm worried about me. It's going to soon affect you. It's going to soon affect you. And if we're going to be about changing the system for black people, because whatever has to be done for black people has to be done by black people. And in order to do that, you have to attack the system of where it's hurting us. And that's ownership. That's land ownership. That's credit. There's those things to get the assets that we can own and now push.
Yes.
The richest we've ever been is more than a month in the black community. And somebody said, well, that ain't enough. They got greedy and they started collaborating with the whites again, and that's where everything got distorted. But go ahead.
That's where it fell off. Yep.
Yeah.
So damn, I had a thought and then my OLD just hit real hard. So I'm gonna leave that shit alone because I'll be sitting up here all night trying to get that thought out. Vic, I want you to stay out my damn closet. I just literally ordered 7 shirts from Amazon today. Get the hell out of my closet, Vic. Vic said, I'm a proud shopper of Amazon and Walmart. Ain't no way. Yo, I think it's just, see, I'm gonna say this, the white guy might have a $200 shirt, but that $200 shirt is not nowhere near a high percentage of what his overall amount liquid he has. Let's put it that way.
No argument there. No argument.
Let's put it that way. Even y'all ladies in them expensive ass purses and y'all ain't got nothing in them. I'm talking to y'all too.
Yeah. It ain't even that with ladies. Why do they feel like every time they go out, they gotta eat expensive? Like, I don't understand what's the difference in your food when your tray gotta cost $50 to eat. What is up with women? Like, take me, you, and 3 guys got together right now and went out on the weekend. We may spend $100 unless we at the strip club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it's just us men going out, hanging out, walking through downtown, we may spend $100.
Right.
You turn around and put 3 women out and down and going through town and enjoying their life. They done spend $1,000 in one day.
Well, that's because they gotta. Well, when it comes to the eating, that's because they gotta take a picture of their plate.
And it be
Everybody
something
don't
like
want to
this
see what
small.
you eat. Right. I'm doing it big and got
Doing it big. But how much was that? Oh, it was $123 for some Brussels sprouts.
Hey, Corey, and got two little anorexic lamb chops on there where they done cut all the damn good meat off the damn lamb chop, and you showing out. Let me tell you something. I'm finna bust all y'all bubble. Parsley make any plate look expensive. Y'all getting done. They sprinkle that parsley on y'all plate. Y'all think y'all the crap. Don't never take the director out to eat either. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna go into
Yeah, because all I'm saying is I shouldn't be making life decisions at dinner with you. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Right. I gotta let you order first because I gotta see how much I got left to spend for the night.
To all the men with daughters, that's when my bill get expensive. Cause my wife, we good, but when my daughter go with us, oh my God, she is horrible when it comes to, she be ordering and I don't know about you, Corey. Corey got kids too. Remember the first time your kid ordered the same damn thing you ordered and you like, hey, no, you don't get no damn steak like that.
Yeah. But see, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta shut that down. And so you gotta let them know where they order range is. This is you. From there to there. Now, when you start working, you can go over there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if I order number 1, you just wanted 1 burger. Okay? That's it. You wanted a McDouble. That's why I raised my kids on McDonald's. So that off the McDoubles and the cheeseburger and the small fries. You know what I mean? I can give them 2 of that.
That's why I started cooking. It's much cheaper just to cook at home, let them dog out there up there. Keisha Tucker, what's going on? Keisha, that's because them damn steak fried mushrooms ain't expensive like that. Vegan. It's that real meat that be with it. Hey, let's go to the next story. Matter of fact, let's go to Corey. We're gonna go back to Corey because Corey had a movie to release today. Son of a Snake. Corey, congratulations, bro. Congratulations, dude. This man has worked so much that stuff coming out and he's surprised. You got to tell us about Son of a Snake and tell us where to go watch it and everything, man, so we can blow them numbers up, dude.
Yeah, Son of a Snake is officially out on Tubi right now. On Tubi, on Tubi, however you want to say it. I play a pastor. I play a pastor who catches up with him through sin. Yeah, I changed the whole game up. That's another reason I had to get out the game, because now I was getting ready to be a pastor. I couldn't be out here promoting a drug movie, and I was getting ready to preach the word. Like,
wait a minute, let me get this straight. You prayed to God to play a stalker, and you got creep, but God said, "Let me show you something. You gonna pay me back, and you gonna play a pastor."
Yeah. So we did that. That's why. Listen, but that's why I had to get out the drug game to do this movie real quick before I started being the creep. You know what I mean? Because of my backslide and go back out here and start stalking.
God said, you're gonna do some work for me first, and then I'm gonna give you the stalker role.
Then you're gonna give the stalker movie, which this is an incredible movie, written by Derek Pointer.
Yes.
Shout out to Derek Pointer. He meets his wife and changes his life and hides that lifestyle from him, her, and his child. And his son grows up and finds out about it and begins to resent him because he feels like he's a hypocrite behind it. You know what I mean?
Man.
And so it causes his son to go out to the streets to start trying to learn it there. And of course, you go out there and you try to play big boy games and you get big boy rules and representations of it. And you got to come back to daddy to try to figure it out. So it's a real good storyline, man. And it's in pastor in there.
Man, I gotta check Tubi, y'all. And so I'm glad that I'm glad that this movie is being released, especially on Tubi. But Tubi has been getting I guess this image lately, right? And so everybody that has been involved with films that may have come out on Tubi as well as other streaming platforms, but particularly Tubi, has been labeled and as a Tubi actor, if I'm correct. Now, Cory had a great conversation going on one of his lives, and I said I definitely gotta get him to. And I'm sorry, I'm like fighting my dog at the same time because he's trying to. Okay, y'all know we transparent. My dog is under here chewing on a damn cord. So if the program go off, it ain't us. We didn't end the show. The damn dog ended the show. You better stop chewing on that cord. I was trying to kick him. I couldn't get to him. But anyway, so there's been a label, and they try to label you as a Tubi actor, and I'm just gonna call it out for what it is. They're saying Tubi actor in an attempt to make your work seem cheap, make your work seem low budget, as well as not valid. You know, because someone made a statement even under my post about it's not Emmy nominated and all this other stuff. And I got my whole feelings about waiting for their validation in order to feel like your work is complete. So I ain't gonna even go down that road. But Cory, I want you to, man, elaborate, because you mentioned that somebody said something to you regarding Tubi actor to you in an attempt. I believe it was in an attempt to insult, but you turned it around. Can you explain that to me, man?
So I'm glad you asked me this question. No, and everybody took that on that post. There was so many comments. That's why I wanted to talk about it live.
Okay, great.
Actually, the person was reverenced and honored to me.
Okay.
And I was shooting back at the post that I saw where the Tubi people, or excuse me, where the actors were being sensitive about the Tubi word in my eyes. So I addressed why it was a difference in it. Now, granted, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, so we know there's no such thing as Tubi actors because it's a streaming platform.
Right.
So, but here's what we're doing as the entertainer to people. Two things that have happened. One, we've called, it ain't the people that see Tubi as a low budget, it's us. That's why we're offended, because we recognize when people put low budget stuff on there and people put stuff on there that's trash and should never make it, it's that offends us. So when somebody put it in a correlation to Tubi with our movies that we work hard and try to put a pretty nice touch on it, we're offended by it. Because if they call us Mr. Hulu, or if they call us Mr. Netflix, or if they call us HBO Max, nobody would have a problem, because where we see movies on there. And I told people, even Hollywood misses it, because if everybody go looks at Money Talks and the bus scene when it blows up, Chris tied to the dude on the handcuff. When the dude when they start shooting it up, Chris is on the floor. And when the dude kisses his guy, he kisses him, the handcuff is off. When he goes to shoot Chris, he says, no, we got to take him. They're back handcuffed together. So even in the $1 million movies, there's stuff that they miss.
Okay, wait, hold on. I got one for you real quick. Hey, remember on Boomerang when what's up? Robin Givens was on top of Eddie Murphy and they was having a sex scene? If you look real close, when the camera panned down, you can see she got on panties or shorts. So that's just one thing that I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I shouldn't have been looking that close.
So two things that happens in this situation. We as the artists have to be able to separate in some ways, because there are some people that are saying it to minimize us.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we have to understand this too. 90% of the streaming apps you have to pay for. What is the thing about Tubi? It's free. So where the majority of our urban people going to? The free apps, which there are big budget movies on there, because there's all genres.
Absolutely.
But what happens is we are putting the expectation onto the fans who only see the movies there, because most of us after Amazon Prime didn't really take off like it was. Plug Love came out and everybody went to Tubi, and bam. So for most of our movies since Love and Drugs that started coming out, went to Tubi. So those people only saw us on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Because most people are not paying a subscription for Peacock. Most people are not paying for Hulu. And for dang sure, most people are not going to Netflix now since they raised it up to $14.
Right.
So people are only referencing this by what they see. So when they say, oh my God, Tate, you're my favorite Tubi actor, it's not coming from a place of denigration. It's coming from a place that this is the only place I see your movie. And what we're doing as the entertainers is expecting people to actually understand that language, because now we're putting the responsibility on them to understand that, because half of them don't know that we're not working for Tubi. Most of them actually believe that. Most of them believe that Tubi is funding us for these movies and putting them on, and we're Tubi actors. You know what I'm saying? So again, we're asking them, because when I said it in the group chat thing on there, is when I said it, a woman said, never really thought about it. Me and my wife, and I put this in, my wife told a story. We was in Walmart. That woman was walking behind us and she freaked out when you are my favorite Tubi actor. You think I got time to go and take this woman and say, I got movies on Peacock and I got stuff I've had on BET. I got stuff you think she give a name about that? She trying to figure out how's Mark in this mall in Walmart in Dallas. What are you doing here? Mark?
Yes.
What are you doing here? So what we turn around and do is, because we get offended by Tubi, because somebody will show the movie where the dude is running and he falls and like, Tubi, what you doing? And then that bothers us. Now, I get it. It's a thing, Tate. I get it. It's a thing. I get it. It's a thing. But again, it's because symbolically we don't respect Tubi. We don't respect it. So we don't want reference to it. Because if we could, we'd rather everything go to Hulu and HBO Max. But you know what happens then? You know the part that they leave out of that tape? We might not have the audience base. A lot of us has made good movies off these movies, good money off these movies, because of the base of the people that watches us.
Right.
And that's all they know. So when you tell them, because most of the time when you tell them that it's on Peacock or it's on another popcorn flicks or something, they don't even know what that is. They don't even know to go there. And again, they don't pay for the subscription. So they'll never know.
Right. I get mad as hell. Hold on, Corey, let me say something. First of all, I get mad as hell when I go to them new streaming services and they got the nerve to have a fee. I don't even know y'all. Zoop, Zap, or whatever the hell them other ones is. And let me say this, man. So, you know, I was blessed to be, Corey, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I always wanted to be in a movie. My brother and sister was in a movie that they shot at our old high school a long time ago, called, it was When the Two Switched Places, The Daddy and the Son. This was an old movie, but it was shot at our school. My sister and brother got some cameos in there. So I was like, man, I want to be in a movie. I always wanted to be in a movie. And I was blessed to be in a couple of movies since then, right? And I'm talking about Thank You, Benet. I had a cameo in his movie, as well as Michael W. Green, Blind Confessions, who had me running down that damn alley that many times, knowing damn well I'm old and these jeans are snot and getting tight and shit. But anyway, I was in Blind Confessions, and when I tell you the excitement that it was when I was able to just go to Tubi and pull myself up and watch the movie. That's number one. Also, the excitement that I felt when my sister called me and said, hey, your aunties and uncles, man, they've been pulling your movie up every time people come through the door. They've been showing folks that you in a movie. Dude, they wasn't sitting back saying, why is he on Tubi? Again, they're reverencing. They feel like I made it. First of all, I didn't make it, not yet. But for them to be proud that their nephew and my mom and dad, that their son is in a movie, they didn't say he's in a Tubi movie or anything that tried to diminish it. So I want to say, first of all, do you understand the budget that a lot of these movies are working with in order to bring their story to life? They're not working with budgets that you see your typical movie on Netflix and at the theaters in Hollywood. They're not working with that budget. However, they are 1,000 times more creative than them people that's making that stuff with all of the sci-fi and the super effects and all this other stuff, in my opinion. Because again, I've seen some stories whether it's on Tubi, Peacock, or wherever the movies are, I've seen some storylines and some things that made me go, wow, oh my God, that had me going. And at the end of the day, that's what you want a film to do, is make you get those emotions stirred up in order to have an effect on you in one way or the other.
Yes.
Now, I'll be honest, Corey. I was one of the ones that said, okay, y'all, I'm sick of seeing the damn street movies. Let's get more creative. I'm going to say I've seen a hell of a lot more creation since that time that I made that comment. So they're getting it. First of all, we got to put our story out. Now we're putting out our creativity. And guess where you can go see it all? Tubi. And you don't understand how big Tubi is bigger than those.
Fox bought it. They were a sponsor of the Super Bowl this year.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, and I told people now it's finna tighten up, because now with that comes bigger ads. So now they're going to jam the movies up, the qualities of cameras that you're shooting with, and they're going to monitor more of the movies they put on the platform. Because when you're talking about Coca-Cola and all them coming on here, they're going to want to put it on behind some good movies that people are seeing with some great quality. And I know that we have seen, now, Corey, I ain't gonna lie. I've seen some movies where they running and they about to shoot the gun and they go click, or that cartoon fire shoot out the gun. Yeah. I've seen it, and it ain't do nothing but make me laugh. But don't make that be the reason why you don't support extremely talented people. Because do y'all understand the creativity that it takes to put a movie out? Do y'all understand the work that it takes to put a movie out? And Corey, I'm gonna be God honest, I had no respect when an actor would say, I was on set all day. Okay, yeah, you on set all day, whatever. Until my ass was on set all day. And he's different.
I'm so damn tired. Oh my God.
That's why I be telling people, man, y'all be wanting these lead roles, but don't understand. You spend the majority time on the set, and sometimes not always filming. You might do B-roll. It's the hurry up and wait process.
Yes. And I've had to help build sets. I've been the audio guy, which I'm love doing that, and I'm gonna be the audio guy in a couple of the couple of projects coming up. Boom mic operator, audio guy. Yeah. So thank you for that opportunity. But when I tell y'all it's work, they not playing. They're putting their heart and soul in this. So when that person say my movie is out, man, support it. You're not gonna like them all, because you don't like all the damn movies that you see on Netflix.
Man, I don't, and that's my issue. Because when Tyler Perry did that stuff with old boy with the hair and then that empty class, we clowned him. But it's crazy because I watch it a group and somebody clown something we've done or something we didn't put, and we'll get mad about it. And I'm like, we clown other movies behind that, like, oh, that was stupid. Or something they had hair-wise, or a costume situation. We're like, yo, that's stupid. We'll say it about a Hollywood film that does it. But we'll get offended when somebody pokes at our stuff.
But check this out, Corey. How in the hell did what was that movie, Vote for Pedro? What was that movie where he kept saying vote for Pedro and the little stupid dude? You know who I'm talking about. I can't think of his damn name.
It said vote for Pedro?
Okay, so I know somebody out there gonna give it to me. What was that movie where they kept saying vote for Pedro? It was a stupid dude. They was working on some chicken farm and they kept drinking eggs or whatever. What the hell was that movie? And I mean that damn movie, Napoleon Dynamite. Thank you, Victor McCowan. Napoleon Dynamite was the dumbest crap I've ever seen. However, that movie was so popular. It was shot effortlessly, in my opinion. It was no creativity to this movie. And it became a flat out hit. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I brought that up is we scrutinize and analyze our stuff so close, but we'll support some garbage like that. Yeah. But we'll look at one of our movies and say, ooh, the camera wiggled a little bit in that scene. They was doing it. Oh man, they cheap and all this other stuff. Oh, I saw a baby doll in the carriage for the baby. Okay, do you know how much it take to have a god doggone real baby in that carriage?
Yeah.
You know the liability and things like that that has to be covered before they can have a real baby in that daggone stroller. But we get on us for being creative enough to at least create the illusion. You know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I think what happens is everybody gets grouped in because the same movies me and you will talk about on Tubi is the same thing that happens when our movies come out, that people's group us with those. And I think it's an ugly thing because let's be honest. When something is popular, it can do no wrong. Like Tyler Perry's in a place now that even if he put out trash, his brand stands enough that people are gonna watch it. They're gonna go to it. His because put it like this, I wouldn't particularly care to sit at a stage play for 2.5 hours.
Right.
But Tyler Perry had a 3-hour show, and people will stay and watch the whole show because it's a brand now. It has its own legs to stand on. You know what I'm saying? And so people want the brand. So the more and more, because even on my TikTok is where one of my biggest following of people are, and I have some people that will watch anything I'm in. You know what I mean? And do I enjoy everything I've done overall? No, because sometimes I either felt like it was me that didn't do what I needed to do, or I just feel like the movie was where it's supposed to be, or the show where it was supposed to be. And I just think we're not in an honest place where we could say that without it being taken wrong. You know what I mean? Because there's some bad shows that I've done, and then there's some bad work that I've done. But in either position, if you say it public, it's only taken from a negative place.
Right.
But when you're popular, don't matter. Because the brand can sell itself. Like my boy Jarvis, Marvelous Jarvis said. He said, even if I put a sucky skit out, my women are so beautiful in there, people give me a pass.
Dang. And I want to hit on something that Cory is definitely stressing. As far as the actors not taking pride in their work. That's basically what it is when you feel like it's an insult for somebody to say Tubi actor.
Yeah.
You feel like, let me tell you something, anything you work hard on, you should feel proud about.
Facts.
And again, we're not saying everything is going to be a hit. Do you know how many times I scrapped this show and built it up, or scrapped something about this show and built it back up, or changed this, changed that, or whatever the case is? However, I'm proud about every change we ever made. Because at the end of the day, first of all, it shows that we still pushing to be excellent at what we're doing.
Facts.
Also, we care that much as far as what you're viewing us as. We care that much. And there's times that me and the director are in this studio for hours trying to figure things out, trying to get things right. So let me rewind. Cory, I appreciate you enjoying your intro, because that is something that the director, first and foremost, Natasha, as well as myself, we take pride in how clean our work looks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where you're out there talking about, call me a Tubi actor, you be proud of that. Because now I don't know about you, but I'm in that Tubi room and I see where some of those people done shot to the top of the charts.
Yes. And are highly admired.
Yes. They got a fan base. At the end of the day, no matter where you do or what platform you're on, including us on YouTube. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're in here. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is fan base.
It is.
You build a fan base, they'll come and get you. You don't have to go to them.
Facts. That's why, honestly, man, you should be preaching. No, I'm just agreeing, man. That's why I say, man, we got to stop being offended by this stuff.
Right.
Man, Santasha can tell you, and I got a documentary that I'm working on called Fan Chat. It's every video Santasha and me and other actors have done with fans and talking. I have a video where a young lady cried when I brought Santasha on camera. No joke. I have it.
Wow.
You think I'm going to be worried about the word Tubi when people are being emotionally moved out here?
Right.
They're being moved. Listen, DeMarcus offers to fly the people down to the Love and Drugs 2 premiere. They were so excited. They said, "Don't, you ain't got to do that. We'll fly ourselves." That's how much we want to be in the atmosphere with y'all.
So maybe the people that's getting offended don't believe in their own work.
Yeah, they don't believe in the platform. They may believe in the work, but it's the platform that scares them.
The platform don't make you. At the end of the day, yes, thank the platform for giving you a spot to be viewed on, right?
Right.
However, I know people who have taken a YouTube platform and developed such a fan base, get more fans watching than they would a network television station. So at the end of the day, it's about you, your work, taking pride in your work, and building your fan base. And sometimes it go one fan at a time. Let me say this real quick, Corey. Hell, we was at 200 subscriptions maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, right, Natasha? Shake your head. And I'm so proud to be over 500. And I know it's a lot of people over 500,000. But I'm so proud to be over 500 because we worked. We didn't buy them, because you can buy them damn things now. But we worked to get each and every last person to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're going to continue to work. We got things to go. Corey, for example, I'm quite sure when Corey was doing stage plays before Love and Drugs and all those other things hit, you know, he wasn't getting noticed in the grocery store or anything like that. But you got to understand, when he getting noticed now, that is a direct reflection of the work that he put in. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Right.
So for any one of y'all get insulted by a word, if somebody, like example, if somebody come up to Mr. TMI in the street and they crack a joke on me, how the hell I'm gonna get mad at that? That's what they know me for.
How'd they know it first if they didn't understand who you were by
Absolutely.
what you do?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Corey,
today,
I'm gonna let you put a bow tie on this thing, man. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let Corey put a bow tie on this thing. Because man, again, me and Corey we can go all night about these things. But Corey, man, put a bow tie on this thing, man, and let folks know at the end of the day what it's all about for you.
Here what it is, man. First of all, let's salute to Natasha and Mr. TMI for this platform, for a lot of us artists getting to come through here and talk about what it is we do, what we stand for, who we are, and what we believe. It takes and people don't understand, to put a show on week in to week out takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of hard work, communication, and the whole thing. And the fact that he just talked about how they put the effort, because I told y'all I was surprised at the intro. I didn't know that was coming. So that takes work, you know what I'm saying? That takes sitting down at a computer, putting stuff together, clicking this, rendering files out, getting files emailed to you. And even in their emails are prompt, they're very descriptive, and the whole nine. So there's work being put on the show. So first of all, we salute you. We salute y'all. We salute what y'all are doing. Because without that, where would we have this voice? Because most of us not finna put that work in. I know you're tired. But secondly, man, I want to say this, and I'm not even going to be before y'all long, man. Continue to strive to be the best version of where you be. I learned this back when I first started in my acting classes. Meet it somewhere in the middle so y'all can make some great things. Commitment and the luck and all that coming together. And start, just as Tate said, start believing in what you're doing. Honoring what you're doing, because don't allow the platform itself to dictate who you are and what you're doing. Just use it to make the necessary steps to get to the platform that you desire, where you can create the brand that you want in it, because we all take the steps in everything. And the last thing that I'm going to say, man, it only takes one person believing in you to get what you're doing. But understand this, make sure your goals are attainable. Like, don't set all these goals that you and finish, complete. I was a person who procrastinated. Complete something, set a deadline, set deadlines and get it complete. Because I'm pretty sure this show runs on deadlines, because I know it, because I saw the email. We need this by then. But that's why it's successful. That's why it's successful, man. And let's keep loving it. And this is, don't be afraid of competition, because I keep hearing this stuff. It is all right to be in competition. That don't mean that we can't collaborate, because that's what makes better. I'm gonna tell you, because I'll say this, and I said this when I saw Corey Pratt and Mojo Savage, I lost my mind, because I said I got to get back up there. I got to step back to that level. So for Creep, I'm doing this movie with him, and I'm going to this set, and we're gonna bump heads on this thing because we're collaborating. But it's gonna be a competition to bring out the best in one another, man. I hate when I see this thing go, I don't be competing. Yes, you do. Because the NBA players all compete together, but when they go to the U.S. Olympics, they go there and compete together. So they can still collaborate. But here, we going to compete. Because I know when I get in the room with 3 people that's trying to get that lead role, I'm trying to knock all their asses off and get the role. But I love them because they're my peers and we're working hard.
Man, I'm going to say this. First of all, you're 100% right. I'm competing with this dog right now to stop twisting my cords around. I'm getting pissed. Hey, I'm gonna tell you just like this, Corey. As you know, I'm definitely a competitive person. Everybody know, you've heard me talk about sports and everything. But for me to tell you that I'm the podcast champion, that lets you know, first of all, if I'm going to proclaim myself, just like Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest, if I'm going to proclaim myself to be the greatest, I have to operate on a higher level. And I thank you all, Corey, as well as past guests, for understanding as well as seeing that this is not a plaything for us. This is not a hobby for us. We take this very serious, and we want everybody that touches our platform to be successful. So thank you very much. You are absolutely, you've always killed the game. You're going to continue to just wild out and do your thing. And when Cory Espie is in something, I don't think I missed not one thing that you've ever been in, bro. And I ain't pulling your coattails on that. But hey, and especially when it's you and Santasha and y'all, that combination, I gotta see it because I know what they're gonna bring to the table. So congratulations to you on everything. Your movie that came out today, I will be watching it. Shit, probably tonight if I can make it. But congratulations to you. Continue to kill it. And if there's anything, bruh, as we offer all of our guests, if there's anything that you would like Bold and Driven to help you promote, just let us know. Hit us up, and we'll definitely plug it on our platform.
I got you. I got you. I will say August the 19th, the Superstar Dance.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Y'all better come out because this gonna be a crazy night. Because I already put Draper on notice. I already put K Mister on notice.
Right.
I got some videos coming up for them. Because it's, man, you got people like, if y'all want to see Snoop Robinson dance, you better come out because he got to dance.
All right. Right. So wait, let me ask you this. Is it just freestyle or is it a certain dance?
We have all been going to rehearsals. We have background dancers. We all rehearsing to a song that we have to perform pre-choreographed music songs to.
Hilarious.
To. Yeah, so we coming out with the bells and whistles, fireworks, pyros, the whole nine. I'm saying when y'all see me, y'all gonna think I've been on tour for 6 months and the song is actually my song. Like, you need to sue that dude because he done took your song. I know, because I've been performing it.
Right, because he's snapping out.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming with it.
Dude, that's going to be off the chain. If I can make it, I'm going to definitely slide that way. This little period here that we got, the beginning of August all the way through September, my God, it's too many events, y'all. Spread them out. Spread them out, man. There's so many events, dude. But, man, Corey, I know that's gonna be a boatload of fun because I know you're gonna be crazy with that dude. Because didn't you put out a dance video though?
That was a Shoot a Slug at K Mister, Chris Deshay, and Draper because they've been talking hella noise, and I wanted them to know that I'm coming and I'm bringing it. So a new video finna come out, me shooting at them again. They got to come on.
All right, y'all. We finna wrap this thing up. And lately, hey, season finale. I want to drop this little nugget for y'all for the season finale. At the new season of TMI News will start again on September 16th. I think, Natasha, is that it? Is that the date? She says she don't know, but it's around that damn time, the middle of September. And I want to let y'all know that TMI News will actually have an official co-host next season.
Really?
And I'm going to tell y'all this. If y'all think I'm Mr. TMI, the co-host is more TMI than me. So get ready, y'all. Y'all definitely tune in. I'm not going to reveal it until the first day of the next season. So y'all just get ready. So thank y'all. We're about to get out of here. Y'all know how we get out of here. Cory, you actually got a video, but we're going to do it live. You know how we get out of here, right? So, Cory, your line, like we playing it. This is your line. The greatest news segment in history. That's your line.
All right.
The greatest news segment in history. However you want to do it, it's on you. Now, my part is first. Let's get it, Natasha. So, thank y'all again, man. We appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe right now by hitting the subscribe button. So, if y'all don't know, hold on, blooper the dog. If y'all don't know, his ass gonna be put up for the next show. If y'all don't know what y'all have just listened to, you have just listened to the finale. Damn it, it's me messing up now. All right, woo! If y'all don't know what y'all just listened to, you have just listened to the finale of what? I messed up again. Don't put them on screen. Hold on. Hey. How's it gonna be me tonight? How's it going? See, I need a vacation bad. I need a vacation bad. So this is what. All right, so let's go. Let's go, Natasha.
Oh, come on. You ain't gonna take me back. You know. So it's the greatest news source in history, right? Because at this point,
wait, the greatest news segment in history.
Segment of this in history.
All right, so it's me. I'm messing up tonight. Let's go. We're gonna try this again. Finale. You know how you got to say the word over and over? If y'all don't know what y'all have just listened to, you have just listened to the finale of what?
The greatest news segment in history. If you smell what Tate is cooking.
TMI News, hosted by Mr. TMI Tate, the director Natasha, and my very special guest, Cory Espie. Thank you, brother. We are out of here, y'all. Peace.